Radical.
Hey, I'm Radical Rick. I'm the guy that could come home, sit down, turn on his YouTube, check out some comments, and I can turn just about anything into an entertaining upload. But here's a problem. I'm a psycho. Also, many of you might be psychos as well. Let's go to this upload here. This is the thumbnail reviews I did for John Hancock's recent thumbnails. My thoughts on John Hancock's recent thumbnails. I thought it came out pretty well, fairly entertaining. A lot of you upvoted it. Has about 40 upvotes right now. No downvotes, which is kind of shocking. You know, this is kind of like a unicorn. Usually, their socks that come by are just some people in general or just whoever. Feel free to, whoever wants to, dislike things. That's your prerogative. No problem. But this one has no dislikes. This one went over very well. As far as like the numbers and the figures and all that kind of stuff, which isn't really that big of an indicator for anything, really. I'm just pointing out that, well, here, a lot of you are psychos. Let me explain. I want to share a comment thread, and I hope this person doesn't think me a psycho for sharing this comment thread. Okay, so this person who calls me, and, by extension, a lot of you psychos, is named KGHHGKGK, which is not like a psychotic screen name. Let me explain this comment thread. I said KGGKHGKHK, what a sad fake screen name. Pixel Princess, Hancock enthusiast here, right? Keep buying into his mythical museum and swallowing the bullshit that the MGR plastic militia spoon feeds you. And also, he says to Pixel Princess, I know very little about the guy, John Hancock, but having a YouTube channel dedicated to bringing down some other random YouTuber is one of the saddest things I've ever seen. What a miserable existence this person must live. Talking about me living a miserable existence. And then I replied to him, laugh out loud, you know very little about the guy, but are here claiming I am trying to bring him down by reviewing his thumbnails? Yeah, I'm sure it's your first time here, Saki. Because see, what's going on here is he makes the claim that I'm trying to bring down a John Hancock. And here lately, if you're just new to the channel, I haven't talked about John Hancock that often at all. I did, years back, but not recently. In fact, this one was very like the very light-hearted tone. I mean, if you're new to the channel and you don't really know who John Hancock is, if you're listening to that upload, how could you get that I was trying to bring him down by reviewing his thumbnails? Please kindly point me to the part in that upload where I say specifically, let's bring down the John Hancock. No, I don't say that. He said you dedicated your time to reviewing pictures of a guy's face you don't know. That's some psycho shit. And here we come full circle. I'm going to bringing this home. Well, this one has about 40 upvotes and a ton of positive comments, so I guess there's a lot of psychos running around here. Laugh out loud. Hey, you know what's psycho? Selling merch for a museum you never intend on building. Right? I'm, by the standards of what a psycho is. KGAHKKKAGGKAG, whatever your freaking screen name is, Explain to me how psycho it is to actually sell museum merch for something that exists only in your head that you are not actually going to build. Or I guess you could say he's a con man, which we've said many times before, by selling the museum merch for something that's never going to happen, and in the past taking in donations from people with the idea that those things are going to go into a museum. But let's say he actually thinks that he's going to build this great John Hancock museum. How's that not some psycho shit? I mean, that's some psycho shit, right? Like, that literally is some psycho shit. Unless he has some big financial backers, which, more than Justin LeClaire or whatever his name is, that's some psycho stuff. And maybe we're going to be proven wrong. Maybe the museum is a coming, but he's not talking about it. So usually when you're not talking about something, it means you don't have anything to report about it. And he's sitting there either conning people, or maybe it's a little bit of both. But what I'm saying is, I don't get how anyone that is just new to the channel or doesn't, what'd you say, know very little about John Hancock. I'm sure you don't know that much about John, right? So you kind of worked yourself into a corner here. And I get what you're trying to go for. Like, it's a good attempt. Like, you're trying to say that I'm a psycho for reviewing pictures of a guy's face. But the thing is, like, this is critical satire. This is comedy, right? I'm trying to entertain people, make them laugh. So if I see some weird looking thumbnails, I say, you know what? I could probably review some thumbnails. And not all of those were really negative reviews. I even actually had some positive things to say about some of those thumbnails because I'm fair and objective. So I get what you're trying to go with, and but it's under comedy though, right? Everyone understands that it's not really to be taken 100% serious. It's not like I'm reviewing like a video game or like a car, or not like a serious review. Like, it's kind of tongue in cheek, like thumbnail reviews. Like, it's a weird kind of quirky kind of thing, but I guess I could go more serious with it, like review some different kind of thumbnails other than just like guys' faces. But it's comedy. So if I'm a psycho for showing my craft from time to time, then aren't all comedian types psycho? All right, so what we're going to do here. KGHHGKGHHBK, you're just a sexy boy, doesn't know what a psycho is. We're gonna have you look up the definition for criticism. Go look up the definition for criticism, then go look up the definition for satire, then put them together, and then you'll have an understanding of what I do here a lot on the channel, right? Critical satire. You get it? It's one type of mini uploads that I do here. And come back, go ahead and give me and other people here an apology for calling us psychos. Most of us aren't psychos. There might be one or two that are, kind of weird or whatever. But you know what? As long as you're here and you're respectful to me and you don't call me mean names like psycho, feel free to continue commenting here. But if you don't give me an apology, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you the mighty, mighty banhammer. Is that something a psycho would do? No, I think it's something a perfectly reasonable individual might do. Okay, everyone have a great night.